Big Boar Barbecue presents Seven Rivers Racing with Dan Diker and Billy Doc Niles. Today's program is brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue on Highway 16 West Salem and downtown La Crosse. Big Boar Barbecue, now that's a mouthful. By Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialists on La Crosse's north side. By Pizza Hut in La Crosse and Winona. Pizza Hut. Now here's Dan with this week's show.
Hi, race fans. Big Boar Barbecue presenting Seven Rivers Racing K2E GTV. Couple of weeks left of the program. Of course, our last show will be next week, and the video we show you there will be the finale of Oktoberfest. This week, we're going to show you the Big 8 race from Saturday night, late Saturday night during Oktoberfest, and the huge Midwest Dash feature as well. Along with Billy Doc Niles, Paul Reichert sitting over there in the corner. It is Champion Week Part 2, both on the radio and TV side. Radio side, a lot of champions coming in as well. Nick Panitsky's going to be joining us, and our guest that's on the TV side today is going to be joining us as well, and that is Sportsman Champ Randy Humfeld. How are you, sir?
Good.
Now, I want to get the name right. It's Randall Hump Daddy Awesome Sauce.
Courtesy of Scott Luck.
And then Stephanie Clements and
yeah, there's a few people contributed to that.
Took off and made T-shirts.
So yeah, when are the mass production of T-shirts going to take place?
Have to ask Steph and Amber on that. So
that's other appearance made. I want to say it was about maybe 2-3 weeks before the end of the season. They were standing up in the grandstands, and sure enough, there they were. Where did this come from?
I really don't even know, but the name has kind of stuck. Part of that has kind of stuck for a while, but I don't know. They just kind of kept adding to it, I guess, throughout the years. So
I got to apologize to you. At the beginning of the season, I swore up and down it was going to take you a little bit of time to bust the rust off, and you came out firing on all cylinders right away the first week.
Yeah, I watched the show, I think, after the first night. And
Thanks for the bulletin board material, Bill.
Yeah. No, it was a good year. For the most part, really good. Other than the one night with the wreck, other than that, it was a really good year.
You know, 3 years ago, he had the blue car out, the blue 6 with the red number, and I think you had 13, 14 fast times that year, which still in 11 years I've been there, I've never seen someone knock down that many. Last year, I was bugging you left and right. Are you coming back? And you kind of toured with her for a little bit and said your car wasn't ready. I think you had ran, I don't know who's...
He had Gilster's old car, if I remember correctly.
Jim Gilster's car before last season started, before the 2016 season.
You had a couple of other races in. What made the determination that, okay, I'm going full-time this year?
I guess that car was available and Nick couldn't drive it anymore this year in 2017, so he had to sit after winning 2 years in a row, and he offered it to me, and I jumped at the chance to drive my old car again.
What about, we were talking that first show, the competition, and it wasn't just one, like we didn't know Nick Panitsky was going to run a full-time late model, so obviously we were kind of leading towards Steve Carlson to capitalize on the late model class again. This year it was you, Worthen, Bachman, and even Thompson, and maybe Schermerhorn if he'd have ran a full season. Any four of you could have gotten that. Talk about all these drivers here. I mean, Mark Leath, Tom Leath, Justin Berg. I mean, these guys made things interesting for you all year.
Yes, definitely. We knew going in that Bachman was really hungry. He really wants a championship, and we knew Brad was going to be really fast in his new car. And then Jeff getting Arneson's car, we knew he would be fast, and then Oxbow running a full year. We knew it would be a pretty stacked field. We knew Schermerhorn would be tough every time he shows up, but we knew he was only going to run a handful of times.
Talk about some of that competition. I mean, it's been a long time since we've seen a lot of feature winners. Usually it's just a handful, but Oxbow, Hesselberg, Worthen. It's just amazing the number of guys that actually won a feature this year.
Yeah, the competition was really, really tough, really tight all year. Everybody was, basically the same top 5 almost every week, and just kind of interchange them around a little bit. But
basically whoever got out front first was going to win it.
Yeah, that's what it's been.
Did you have a feeling? Worthen was my dark horse to win the championship this year. I don't think even yourself had a clue of what he was capable of doing this year with quick times, with feature wins, and he made things interesting with you from about week 3 on.
Yes, we knew he was going to be tough. He was really tough. He had the first night where he had a distributor problem. And
That's
then,
right, yeah.
Then he had a couple other, just some minor things, but basically he had 2 bad nights. I just had 1, and that was enough to keep enough of a point separation between us.
I think his last bad night, as you may remember, we showed it in the show, was the night that his crumpled car was going down the front straightaway the wrong way, and a mob of 15 people put that thing back together just to keep him in. But I think that may have been the night where the separation was kind of tough, because 20 points is real. That's hard to make up for a sportsman driver,
especially a class this tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the week before that was the week I had gotten into a wreck, and I had a 30, I think it was 30 or right around 30-point lead, and it was down to 7 after that, and he was right there. And then the wreck the next week then put him back a little bit, but you know, we just kept the pressure on the rest of the year, and kept getting a few points every week to try to get a little cushion going into Oktoberfest.
You know, when it was down to 7, we were shocked. I mean, our show was completely shocked, because even the late models had all of a sudden closed in, the Hornets had all of a sudden closed in, the Outlaws had closed in. And one of Bill's questions was, I wonder what changes Humfeld's going to do. He's got to do something to be able to stay faster. I mean, qualifying has never been a problem of yours at all. There's some drivers that can't qualify. Ty Majeski can't qualify in Wisconsin Dells to save his life. To go off of his question, did you change anything?
Maybe not anything big. Just kind of asked a few people that really know what's going on for a few tips. Rick Schimmerhorn and Ryan Powell, who built the car, for some tips, and I changed a few things, and it got a little bit better. So, and then Brad's car, he struggled a little bit after the wreck. We could see that for a few weeks he was struggling, and just a couple positions every week just to get a few more points every week. So.
Let's expand on that question a little bit. From the year that car was built till now, how massive of an overhaul has it been?
It's been a lot. The rules have changed quite a bit since it was built. When it was built, we were no rear windows or spoilers, and had a less power in the engine. And then Nick actually drove it that way, but he changed it completely from the way I had it. And then once they added those other rules, I kept it pretty close to the way Nick had it now, because I learned my lesson after I tried to do that in Oktoberfest of 2015.
Nice.
Wanted to put my setup in, which I thought was going to be fast, and it was really bad.
See, 15, was that the year that you ended up sideways in the back straightaway wall and
still won?
Snuck around Kane and Schimmerhorn and won?
No, that was 2012. That was the year I won my other championship. But
Randy's eyes got that big.
Yeah, 2015 was the year that I drove Nick's car after he won.
That's right.
The first championship.
Right. As Bill's giving me the signal, we've got to wrap the segment up. Talk about your sponsors this year. You've always had fantastic sponsors that have been with you for quite a long time, and then you picked up a couple this year.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, gotta have the car.
Another pro.
Yeah, I've had a lot of really great sponsors, some that have been with me since I started, but we couldn't do it without them. Hansen Insurance Agency, Pedretti Crop Insurance, Clements Automotive, 5 Star Telecom, the Stockyard Grill and Saloon, Premier Coachworks, Johnny's Hobbies Worldwide, KO Designs, and Booze Booze.
Oh, by the way, Jonathan Eckelberg does have classes of putting your back to the car and naming them off without looking.
Yeah, I think I got them all at Fest on Thursday night in the interview.
You did. You nailed them too. I mean, he was just like bang, 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 bang. He's the user Sportsman Champ this year. Really wish we wouldn't have rained out Thursday night. I want to see how tight that point spread could have gotten between him and Brad Wortham. But what a fantastic year for all of our sportsman drivers. Going to be back again next year?
We'll see. I don't know. I've enjoyed some time off in the past. We'll see.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bill still knows, but he wants to get back out if the deal is struck and someone can find a seat wide enough for him.
Hey, you're not funny.
When we come back, we're going to share the Big 8 race from Oktoberfest, one of only a handful we have. That's coming up next on Seven Rivers Racing.
You don't have to fly to Kansas City to get great barbecue. Or you don't have to drive down to Des Moines to get great pulled pork too. If you want ribs, the best in town, pulled pork or chicken too, just come on down for the best food in town at Big Board Barbecue.
Hi, this is Jerry Byer, and I'm pleased to announce the opening of our new location. We're bringing our delicious ribs, pulled pork, and brisket to the north side of La Crosse. Now, if you live on the north side and you want delicious barbecue ribs, pulled pork, or brisket, Now you'll find our Big Boar Cook Shack parked on the corner of George and Gillette Street every Wednesday through Sunday. We're just a short walk from your door. So come on over and sink your teeth into the barbecue voted best in La Crosse County. Don't forget takeout, Big Boar Barbecue. Now that's a mouthful.
Yeah!
Whatever your perfect temperature, you'll enjoy consistent comfort with the heating and air conditioning systems homeowners rank #1. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning.
Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialists, providing Coulee Region families with perfect indoor weather all year long. Call for your free estimate today, 608-782-0977. Have you tried the great lunch buffet at Pizza Hut? Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1:30, Pizza Hut in La Crosse and Winona offers you an all-you-can-eat lunch buffet for just $5.99. All the salad, pasta, breadsticks, and of course, delicious piping hot pizza you can eat. How about dinner? Don't get up, get online and get a large 2-topping pizza for just $7.99. It's the best pizza delivery deal at your La Crosse and Winona Pizza Hut. Call for delivery or order online. Pizza Hut.
Welcome back. Big Boar Barbecue presenting Seven Rivers Racing K2EG TV along with Billy Doc Niles and your sportsman champion Randy Humfeld.
He's not leaving.
He's not. He's going to sit back and he's going to watch something he probably didn't get a chance to since he was racing Saturday night. Here is the Big 8 race from Saturday Oktoberfest.
Gady's got quite a bit of room to clear up between he and Lucky to get up in that battle for fifth. A lot of lap traffic ahead for the leader, Ty Majeski, in turn 1. 41 complete, 17 to go. Double file, 10 car lengths ahead of your leader, Majeski. The X2 of Michael Bilderback trying to run into the top 10. Got Joe Neicius of the 75 and the 64 of Griffin McGrath ahead of the X2 of Bilderback, who's really wheeled it forward tonight. Majeski has caught that bunch of lap traffic right now. 15 laps to go. Into 1, it's settled down a little bit. I believe about the top 15 remain on the lead lap. A very rapid Big 8 Series field. There's still that many cars on the lead lap with the pace Majeski is set. Now a straightaway ahead of Brody Willett in second. Miller has cut the deficit between he and Sargent to about 3 car lengths in turn 3. 13 to go for the 91. Miller loses a little ground on Sargent off the 2. Sargent and Miller lap around Jay Herbst over in turn 4. Meanwhile, Majeski about a third of a track ahead of them, lapping past Justin Neicius in the middle of 1 and 2. Closing up on 10 to go. It's Ty Majeski looks for his 3rd career Big 8 Late Model Series win. Heavy traffic ahead, almost to the top 10 if Majeski can get through it. Ty Reedy battling Austin Nason for position over in 3 and 4. That should be, I believe, about 8th. Up for grabs. Majeski off of turn 4. 58 scored, 10 to go for Ty Majeski. Miller is right on the back bumper of Sargent for 3rd as they go to turn number 1. Jeremy Miller sizing up Tim Sargent. They race down the back stretch. It's the closest battle for position on the track. Jacob Gady wants 5th. Back behind him by about 10 car lengths. Gady in the 72 has got Derek Lemke in the 71 for 5th spot. About a car length between them. Miller for 3rd in turn 1. Side by side, Jeremy Miller to 3rd. Miller has raced into the top 3. He might get the Willett yet before it's done. Majeski rounding turn 4th. 60 scored, 8 to go for Ty Majeski. Gady on the back bumper of Lemke for fifth off of turn 4. Jacob Gady takes a dive, side by side. With lap cars ahead of them into one, they touch for fifth. Jacob Gady dances into the corner and rips fifth away from Derek Lemke. Majeski at the line right about now, 7 to go. Bilderback in the X2 working on the 64 McGrath. Right on the fringe of the top 10 at this point. Six laps to go this time by for Majeski as Bilderback and McGrath go after each other into turn 1. Majeski closing up on them, might want to just pace himself with a steady lead of about a third of a track on everybody. Leader in turn 3 with a battle just ahead of him on the fringe of the top 10. 63 scored and 5 to go for Ty Majeski. Bilderback gets the spot, gets past McGrath. Five car lengths the advantage for Brody Willett, trying to hold on a second ahead of Jeremy Miller in 3. 4 to go for Majeski. He's at the line right now. Straightaway plus on Brody Willett. Getting down to the final laps. Willett appears to have second in hand unless he falters just a pinch. 3 to go for Ty Majeski. Miller's got it back to 2 car lengths between he and Willett down the backstretch. Miller might take second. 2 laps to go for Ty Majeski. The battle's going to be for second spot off of turn 4. Here comes Miller. All over Willett. Going to 1. Sizing up the kid. Miller almost there. Willett gives him a glimmer. Majeski, meanwhile, the leader, working off of turn 4. 1 to go for Ty Majeski. Miller into second. Miller takes second. Willett back to third. Gady trying to catch Sargent for fourth in the middle of turn 3 and 4. Majeski close to lapping inside the top 10. Gady over Sargent for fourth in the middle of 1 and 2. Your leader off of turn 4. A second straight Big A win it fast for Ty Majeski. Jeremy Miller going to come home in second. Willett will be third. The fourth place battle off the corner is going to go to Sargent just ahead of Gady, who comes home in fifth to the 75. And Michael Bilderback is your Big 8 Series champion.
Fantastic Big 8 race. I thought that numbers of cars would have been higher this year, though.
Well, it's, you know, I think the weather probably had something to do with it, but no shock there. Majeski just laid waste to that field. It was impressive to watch.
Maybe next year we'll have a Hump Daddy Randall applesauce.
Awesome
I
sauce.
knew I was going to get them here. Maybe powering a Big 8 car. Coming up next, we're going to show you more from Oktoberfest. No mud, just racing on KQEG TV.
You don't have to fly to Kansas City to get great barbecue. Or you don't have to drive down to Des Moines to get great pulled pork too. If you want ribs, the best in town, pulled pork or chicken too, just come on down for the best food in town at Big Boar Barbecue.
Hi, this is Jerry Beyer, and I'm pleased to announce the opening of our new location. We're bringing our delicious ribs, pulled pork, and brisket to the north side of La Crosse. Now, if you live on the north side and you want delicious barbecue ribs, pulled pork, or brisket, now you'll find our Big Boar Cook Shack parked on the corner of George and Gillette Street every Wednesday through Sunday. We're just a short walk from your door. So come on over and sink your teeth into the barbecue voted best in La Crosse County. Don't forget takeout, Big Boar Barbecue. Now that's a mouthful.
Yeah.
Whatever your perfect temperature, you'll enjoy consistent comfort with the heating and air conditioning systems homeowners rank #1. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning.
Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialists, providing Coulee Region families with perfect indoor weather all year long. Call for your free estimate today, 608-782-0977. Have you tried the great lunch buffet at Pizza Hut? Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1:30, Pizza Hut in La Crosse and Winona offers you an all-you-can-eat lunch buffet for just $5.99. All the salad, pasta, breadsticks, and of course, delicious piping hot pizza you can eat. How about dinner? Don't get up, get online and get a large 2-topping pizza for just $7.99. It's the best pizza delivery deal at your La Crosse and Winona Pizza Hut. Call for delivery or order online. Pizza Hut.
Welcome back one more time. Big Boar Barbecue presenting Severs Racing, KQEG TV. Paul Reichert's over there, Bill Doc Niles. Randall Hump Daddy Awesome Sauce, Sportsmen Champion from the Crosse Speedway, joining us as well.
Can't believe he didn't wear a T-shirt.
Well, he's supporting.
Well, that's fine. He's supporting the body shop. I wanted to see the Hump Daddy Awesome Sauce shirt.
I don't even have one.
Oh,
That's pretty sad. Both the Clements had one and you don't.
Darn it,
They're
Steph.
trademarking your name and making money on it.
Steph, what you doing?
Coming up, we're going to show you the other race from Saturday night at Oktoberfest. A lot of cars, a lot more than I figured there was going to be this year. They had a good time doing it, too. It's your beefed up Hornets on the Big Fat Hoosiers. Here is your Midwest Dash.
Oh, Devin Dixon was running for the race lead in the 111 car. He gets passed by Sparkman and by the 23. Sparkman smoking a little bit, and it's not really hurting his car too much. So your race leader is Tomo, Wisconsin, Steven Rozek. Pankow running second. Sparkman third. Maloff winning fourth. Schlafke in the 28 car. Mike Heidemann, that is, running in the number 5 position. Here comes Sparkman again to the outside this time. He's going to try to set up Pankow for the pass. Rozek's Audi is set up and ready to go tonight. As he advances his distance, watch out! Contact between the 20 of Heidemann and the 5 of Sparkman. So your top 3 will try to step away now. Your leader again being Steven Rozek in the battle for second now between Pankow and Phil Maloff. 8 laps down, 12 to go. 8 in the books and 12 remain. For the top 3 trying to step away from the field. And so far, Steven Rozek's getting it done. Maloff holding down second. A big battle now for third. Zach Leach has ended his night. The 06 is off in turn 3. Here comes Maloff again. He's reeling in Rozek deep into the corners. Both of those two come out of turn 4. We are halfway home. In the 28 of Heidemann, trying to hold off Sparkman, who starts smoking it up again. Scott Szyszewski got into that smoke, lost a position as he wobbled in turn 2. Sparkman again grabs the top 3 position, trying for a podium finish, if not better. Under 10 to go, we've got 9. Here comes the race lead one more time. Maloff to the inside of Steven Rozek. Rozek pushed to the ultra high line down the back straightaway. Maloff's on the in, Rozek's on the out. The battle for the race lead continues. And Maloff will steal the race lead away. Somebody call the cops. He stole that top spot away. Rozek's not done yet. He'll go to the inside. '13 car, Dan Kanish, his night's done. He heads up in turn 3. 7 to go. Slowing down is the 14 of Ian Arneson. And he's running the ultra highline and letting everybody get out of his way. Here's your leaders down below. It's Phil Maloff opening up a 4-car lead using Eckes as a pick. Oh, Rosick bottled in turn 2. That's going to let George Sparkman climb up his backside. '49 car is off into the pits. Could not finish the race here. The battle now is between Steven Rosick and George Sparkman and Scott Shiselski, all going for the podium finish as Phil Maloff is checked out of this one. Phil Maloff out of Manitowich River is no stranger to Oktoberfest. Oh, he does a little sideways driving in a turn 2. And, oh, here we go, moment almost. Sparkman's chance at a podium finish has come to an end. Sparkman had a problem. Into turn 3 he goes. So your top 3 right now are Phil Maloff, Steven Rosick, and Scott Shiselski, who's putting the move on Rosick down. To the inside he goes. 2x2 battle for second. We've got 2 laps remaining. Rosick is on the hammer trying to chase back down Shiselski. He wants to wheel him in and get his spot back. White flag flies for Phil Maloff in the 32. Shiselski opening up his lead for second. Rosick looks like he's going to hang on for third and a podium finish. All 3 get on top of the Oktoberfest trailer. A white flag goes in the back pocket. Checkered flag is out. Your Oktoberfest feature winner, Phil Maloff.
Well, that guy is a repeat Oktoberfest race winner.
There's no shock there. You kind of figured it was going to come down to him or Sparkman, and Sparkman, as you saw in the race there, went out with mechanical problems. Still the dash champion, but I bet he would have loved to put a cherry on top of it with a fest win.
You ever thought about getting out there in the Midwest dash car?
They look fun because they're up on 3 wheels all the time.
Mikey Carlson did it. He started on the front row of that.
And he was on 3 wheels several times. I think he had some mechanical stuff towards the end of the race, though. So next week, we're going to show you the Vintage Series race, a fantastic one this year. Woody Poole wins his 3rd straight Oktoberfest race. That'll be next weekend's show, and the 200 where Johnny Sauter whooped up on the field and did it in a massive amount of ways. I'd like to thank you for joining us in the program. Randy, thanks for joining us. Congratulations, champ. You did it again.
Congratulations, sir.
Thanks.
We're going to have Randy on the radio show where we can expand maybe a little bit longer, and we're going to try to pry from his hands what he's got in store for next year. We'll see if he leaks it or not, or maybe he'll just be, developing T-shirts.
We maybe don't even know yet.
Hump Daddy also saw screen printing.
I like that too. TM. For Paul and Bill and Randy, I'm Dan Dyke. I want to thank Jess, our producer on this program. We will see you next week. Check us out on Facebook and YouTube. Until then, support your local short tracks. Remember, Dell's races on Sunday. I'm Dan Dyker. This is KQEG TV.
You've been watching the Big Boar Barbecue presentation of Seven Rivers Racing on KQEG TV. Seven Rivers Racing is brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue on Highway 16 West Salem and downtown La Crosse. Big Boar Barbecue, now that's a mouthful. By Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialists on La Crosse's north side. By Pizza Hut in La Crosse and Winona. Pizza Hut. Join us next week at this same time for Doc and Dan and Seven Rivers Racing on KQEG TV.